Good morning, beloveds. How y'all doing today? Happy Thursday. I am the Moon Mama. Today is the day governed by Jupiter, and Jupiter is currently in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto and Saturn. Just the thought of it really makes me want to cry. It's such a these three huge planets that are deeply transformational. Pluto is like the energy of what we would call like the devil, the underworld, which brings up deep transformation, brings us to our knees, literally, has us looking at ourselves and questioning everything and moving us into a phase of death. And we are here to die every day. Like there should be a death within us every day because we let go and allow ourselves to become something new. So as one thing dies, another thing is born. That's the state of our universe. And so that's Pluto. And then there's Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet that governs the day. And Jupiter is hope. It's enthusiasm. It's adventure. It's possibilities. It's vision. And so as everything is being destroyed, we are also being given this energy of like, what else is possible? And then there's Saturn. And Saturn is structure, discipline. You will have to focus. You will have to create structure. You will need to discipline yourself. You will need to go deeper. You will need to really be in integrity. That's what it is. It's about integrity in order to step into this new reality that's being born and being birthed through you. And so what's also happening is that the moon is in Sag. And so Jupiter governs Sag, and the moon is in Sag, and this is a Jupiter day, and Jupiter is conjunct Pluto and Saturn. And what's also happening is Jupiter is square Mars. And Mars is the planet of aggression and assertion and beginnings and, taking on something new, like really having the courage to go on a new adventure, to be yourself, to be true to who you really are, to live into your identity, who you were born to be, who you were created to be. And so, what's happening is there's so much destruction right now. And that destruction can be really distracting because it's happening on the inside of us. It's this where we are realizing that everything we believed is no longer true. I've been writing a book for a couple of years called Forget Everything You Think You've Ever Known, because that's what's true. And the question is, what is true? And Jupiter, the energy of Jupiter in a square with Mars, means that we have to make something with our faith. We have to take our vision, our faith in ourselves, our faith in the divine, in the highest forms of the universe that live within us, and be led into something that is away from where we are now, but it's within our consciousness, right? It's an opportunity to take the world on in a new way through your own understanding of who you are. I know for me, I am facing my shadow around the way I show up in the world, believing that I don't have enough, that I am not enough, and that I need something or someone else to come and rescue me. I'm starting to really give myself permission to realize that I'm my own savior. That's the thing about Jupiter. It's like really, coming into true faith and true practice of faith. And when you recognize who you are, then the universe can meet you there. And then Jupiter square Mars is like making yourself into your own fucking superhero. Like, save yourself. I remember when I was little, oh my God, I used to just dream of like who was coming to save me. I had an auntie who was a singer, And she used to sing with Marvin Gaye and Barry White, and I still have this very same auntie. And I just knew that she was going to be really rich and famous one day, and I wasn't going to have to do shit but just be on her coattail. And that made me feel like safe. And then, I sort of lived out that energy with many people and for many years, just believing that I could really offer nothing, that I didn't really have anything of value to offer, so that I would need somebody to take care of me. And then I had one man, I went from one man to the next. I dated this Jewish man. Oh, sweet man, the sweetest man ever. I won't name him here, but I want to name him. And he came from a really wealthy family, and I was in my 20s. I was maybe like 24, 26, something like that. And I was trying to really force that relationship, because I was like, here this nice man is, Jewish, wealthy. I can have the life that I think I want. We did really nice things. We went to restaurants a lot, and we skied, and we just did things that I had not had available to me growing up in Watts and growing up in the community that I grew up in. So it seemed nice. And then I remember one day he said to me, Monique, ride in on your own carpet. Like, ride in on your own carpet. And that just always stuck with me. Like, for me to make myself the person I wanted to be, and to make my life the life I wanted to live, and to really believe that I could, that I was capable of it. And I had no idea what that would be for many years. And now I'm finally inside of the experience of me making my life. And it's important for us to realize that we can. And the reason and the way that I do it is by being devoted to my spiritual practice. It's literally, I am in a constant relationship with the divine feminine, the divine masculine, asking, how should I show up today? What is the work that I should do? How can I serve? How can I be useful? How can I make my life and my work purposeful and valuable? How can I make my relationships sustaining and enduring and valuable to everyone who's involved in them? How can I do these things? And in these questions, I'm led and I'm directed. And the thing that I'm so clear about is that I'm not special. Anybody can do this. And as we are in this Mars retrograde energy, it is important for us to begin to make ourselves anew, and we can do it. It's totally possible. It's just a new idea, because this whole system is run by ideas, by thought, by feeling. And so if you can just take on a new perception of who you are, it's that simple. I promise you. And the reason I say, and I know it, is because I remember the time when I was just full of anguish and resentment and sadness and pain, because I was Black and a woman, and this world is so hard on us, and I didn't feel like I can do or be anything that I really, really felt called to be. Like, I felt like it was not available to me. And then I started sitting and praying and asking, and it started being revealed to me. And I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. And so if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's the thing I'm clear about. I'm not special. So with the moon in Sagittarius and a Jupiter day, and Jupiter conjunct Pluto and Saturn, this is a deep time of transformation for all of us. I want to say that we are in a window of time that's very rare energetically. I encourage you to write down the things that are important to you and who you are. I encourage you to find ways to focus your energy on what's important to you. And that's, writing things down, spending time in nature, really become contemplative of where you want to be, because the world is coming undone. And you have to learn to trust yourself. You have to learn to trust your guidance. You have to learn to believe in the voice inside of you, because that's the only voice that's going to get you free, that's going to save you, is the one inside of you. not even mine, right? I know y'all love my voice. I hear you guys. You guys are, oh, I love your speaking voice. People all the time. You're so soothing. It's so soothing to listen to you. Yes, I understand. But not even my voice is the voice that's going to save you. It's your own voice. So you've got to learn to listen to it. You've got to learn to seek it out. And then you've got to learn to trust it and be obedient to it. And so on a day like today, your faith is where you want to focus your energy. And you build your faith by actually practicing it. And I'm going to be doing the Mars retrograde class, and I'm going to be talking about faith and teaching how to use faith, how to actually use the faculty, the function of faith. So with that, I'm the Moon Mama. I encourage you to sign up for my email list here in my link tree. You can register for the Mars retrograde course also here in my link tree. You can also register and book readings here in my link tree. And with that, happy Thursday. Go see what day you're born on. Go Google your birth date and find out what day it is. I'm born on a Thursday, so that means that my energy is Jupiterian in nature. And so I tend to have visions, and I tend to have a profound connection to the divine. You know, all of that tends to be my reality. So go see what day you're born on and see what planet really rules you. And then do a little research on that planet to see what energy is running you and your consciousness. And then that gives you, you know, a one-up on how to be with yourself and your life. Okay, peace and blessings, you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.